Welcome to this video lecture series on engineering mechanics. In this session we are going to determine the resultant using a resolution method. Already in the previous video we have learned how to resolve an inclined force into two mutually perpendicular components, that is Fx and Fy. So now we'll just recall that and we'll go into the numerical. So here the inclined force F, we have already discussed this. If it appears in a numerical, we need to resolve it into x direction and y direction. So if the angle is with respect to x axis, then Fx is f cos of theta and Fy is f sin of theta. Now we'll go on to the numerical. So the statement goes like this: determine the resultant of given force system using resolution method. So here our aim is to find out resultant using resolution method. And this is the given force system or system of forces where we have 1, 2, 3 and 4 forces acting on a particular point. So this is a concurrent force system. So now out of these 4 forces, this one and this one, the one which is acting in first quadrant, the one which is acting in second quadrant, with a magnitude of 100 Newton and 300 Newton respectively, are inclined, and we need to resolve these two forces into x and y. Now for this, using this particular concept, 100, the inclined force which is making an angle of 40 degrees with respect to x axis, its x component will be 100 cos of 40, while its y component will be 100 sin of 40. Similarly, when we will be resolving this 300 Newton force into two components, its vertical component will be 300 sin of 30, its horizontal component will be 300 cos of 30. Now the inclined forces we have resolved. The other two forces which are acting along the axis, one along negative x-axis, one along positive y-axis, we have to keep them as it is. Now the next step is to find out summation of Fx and summation of Fy. So we have to find out, we have to add the forces in x direction here. So for that we'll check out which are the forces in x direction. So here we have in first quadrant 100 cos of 40 acting along positive x-axis. So here we have to write down 100 cos of 40 positive. Then we have 300 cos of 30 acting along negative x-axis. So we have to write down minus 300 cos of 30, and then we have a 80 Newton force which is acting along negative x-axis. So here minus 80. Now solving this, we are getting summation of Fx as minus 263.20 Newton. Now we'll find out summation of Fy, that is addition of forces in y direction. So here we have 100 sin of 40 positive, 100 sin of 40, then we have 100 sin of 30 positive, and then minus 60 as it is acting along negative y-axis. So solving this, we are getting summation of Fy as 154.27 Newton. Now to find out the resultant, that is what is our main aim. The formula is under root of summation of Fx square plus summation of Fy square. So already we have got these two values, put them down, you will be getting the magnitude of resultant as 305.08 Newton. Now further we have to find out its direction also, that is whether it is acting along with what particular angle it is acting at that particular point. So for that the formula is tan inverse of summation of Fy by summation of Fx. Now when we are using this particular formula, for this particular formula when the numerator is summation of Fy and denominator is summation of Fx, in this case the angle is with respect to x-axis. If you are taking summation of Fx by summation of Fy, then the angle will be with respect to y-axis. So now using this, we are getting theta as 30 degrees with respect to x-axis. Now we have got the magnitude also, we have got the direction also. Now we have to represent this particular resultant in its magnitude and direction graphically. So now this is the point. Now we have replaced these 4 forces into a single force. Now we have to determine whether it is acting in first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant or fourth quadrant. So for that what we have to do, we have to check the signs of summation of Fx and summation of Fy. So if the sign of x, summation of Fx and summation of Fy both are positive, then the resultant will act in first quadrant. If x is negative, y is positive, the resultant will act in second quadrant. If x is negative, y is negative, then it will act in third quadrant. If x is positive, y is negative, the resultant will act in fourth quadrant. In this case, the sign of summation of Fx is negative while the sign of summation of Fy is positive. It gives us that the resultant is acting in second quadrant where the y is positive and x is negative. So its value is 263.20 Newton, making an angle of 30 degrees. So this is how we have solved the numerical. We have got the value of resultant in its magnitude and direction by resolution method. I hope that you all have understood the numerical. Thanks for watching.